Welcome friends. Let us quickly set up the environment that we will be using throughout the training course. We will be using Visual Code as a code editor application throughout this course. You may decide to use code editor as per your convenience. If you are planning to use the same code editor, then head over to the official website, that is code.visualstudio.com, for downloading the application. Here you may find download option right in the front. You may find a drop down here to download the application based on the operating system you are working on. Once you download the application, head over to installing the application. The installation process is pretty easy. Once Visual Studio Code is installed, it will open up like this. On the left side, you have a file explorer, and on the right, you may see the code area. Now, we will install an important extension for the Visual Studio Code. You may click on this button at the bottom in the left panel and search for a live server. So you type down live server like this. In the very first option that you see is a live server extension. Just click on that. It is developed by Ritvik Day. Click on the install button and it will be installed very quickly. Since I have already installed the extension, I am getting the button uninstall instead of install. You may click on the install button and the extension will be installed smoothly. This extension allows us to execute files as if they are deployed on the live server, and every time you make the changes in the code, you just have to save it and the extension will automatically refresh the web page, so you don't have to refresh manually every time. Now, once the extension is installed, let us create a folder. So I am creating a folder in my D drive in which I will store all of the application code and supporting the data. So I am creating a folder OL training in my D drive. Now I am opening this folder in Visual Studio Code, so you may also do so. Click on the file menu and select the option open folder, and now select the folder OL training which we have created just now. Next thing that we have to do is downloading the Open Layers library from their official website. Now you may open your web browser and search for Open Layers. You may find the link for their official website, that is openlayers.org. On the website, you may find latest section conveying that the latest version is 6.15.1 for me. If you are watching the video at a later stage, you may have a different version. However, whatever we learn here will be relevant for the future version as well. Now, when you click on the latest version number, you may find three different options for using Open Layers. The first option is through Node Package Manager. The second option is through choosing CDN for the Open Layers. You may require copying this script and CSS tags from this page and paste it into your HTML file. Please note that, as mentioned on our official website, CDN method is not recommended for production deployment. It is for development environment only. The third option is to download OpenLayers library in a local computer and then use it within the web application. Here also we have two options for download. The first option contains a JavaScript file and the CSS file along with two supporting map files. The second option to download library with examples and documentations. In our case, we are going to download from the first link. The zip file will be downloaded at the default download path that you have set in your browser. You may extract the zip file. For our convenient purpose, I am renaming this extracted folder as OL6 because it is OpenLayer version 6. Now let us copy this folder OL6. You may browse to the OL training folder and create a subfolder resources. This folder will contain all the supporting libraries and data for web mapping application. Now paste OL6 folder in this resources folder. Let us have a look at the VS Code application. It shows that the open layers library which we have copied just now. Let us create three basic files required for web mapping application development. The three files are index.html, mains.js, and style.css. So I'll create these three files. Now reach to the index.html and let us update it. Just type down HTML here and press tab button. You may get a boilerplate for the HTML coding. This is a beauty of VS Code application. Now we need to add references to the open layers JavaScript file and CSS file into this HTML document. We will add references to JavaScript file at the bottom in the body section. Along with that, we will also add reference to our main.js file which we have created just now. We will also add reference to OpenLayer's CSS file in the head section. Here we will add reference to the style.css which we have created. So with these steps, we are done with setting up the environment. That's it for this session. Let us meet up in this next section. We will create our first web mapping application. Have a great time.